Joining me today is Derrick M, former client of Endeavor Agency, had a successful outcome. Derrick, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Court.
Yeah, well, tell us a little bit about the role that you landed here recently. It sounded like a pretty exciting position.
Yes, absolutely. I have spent the last 20 years or so in the technology industries. And my latest role that I work with your team on is end up me as a head of engineering. We focus on software development and deployment in the cloud.
Nice. And I know you've had some pretty exciting positions in the past, a very successful career. What were some of the things you were experiencing when you were looking for an opportunity this time that said, I think I want to partner with Endeavor to help me through those?
Great questions. And what got me started to thinking about partnering with Endeavor is around kind of looking at my career holistically and kind of look ahead beyond just a few years, look a little bit further out. And so I found your service to be a good fit of what I'm looking for, right? Not only in terms of the tactical things like job search, preparing for interview, and so forth and so forth. But also the strategic element of our conversation is around how what's it mean to my career overall. So all in all, I'm very happy in the mere fact that I could not only just deal with the tactical piece, but also have conversation about strategic directions and how that align with my overall career goals.
Nice. If you had to identify a few things that you experienced along the way when you were working with our team that were particularly valuable, which things would you point out?
Yes, I think the number one would be knowledge and expertise. And as a managers, I do a lot of recruiting myself, right?
Hmm.
But nevertheless, I still learn quite a bit along the way. Say, I never thought of it that way, and it's interesting and great experience for me to be able to pick up some of those skills and get different perspective. That's one, the knowledge and expertise. Two, I really think the partnership. I don't use that word lightly. The partnership in the sense that I could pick up the phone and call up the Enable team, say, hey, this has just popped up. Can we talk about it? And I was surprised of how readily your team is available for me to be able to have that conversation. And last but not least is just that ongoing conversations, again, on tactical and the strategic element of my career path.
That second one you mentioned is very interesting because I know we share this with all of our clients. Please jump on our calendar, use our research. There's no limits on what you can do. And fortunately, you were on the calendar, I know, several times a week, and in some cases every day of that week. And you were worried, am I overusing? You're like, no, this is wonderful. Thank you. So definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. And truth be told, initially when before I sign up, I was told, yeah, you just sign up as many and as often as you can. And I was kind of hesitant about that. But at the beginning, I worked hard to kind of establish the routines, and we had regular meetings, and we indeed have that rituals, and that works great because that allows me to continue that line of thought. I could imagine if the service were the other way around, where you have a meeting once a week, there's a lot of in between time that is not fully utilized. So I
Right.
certainly appreciate the availability of your staff there that I could just schedule my calendar in advance and be able to be very productive and focus on getting what we need to get done.
Excellent. If you had a prospective Endeavor client who was talking to you or somebody who was just getting ready to work with us and they wanted advice, how can they have similar success to what you have? What would you share with them?
My Great questions. I went through that due diligence myself and say, how do I make that decisions? I took longer than necessary. I wish I did not. And
Mhm.
like clearly, I'm happy customers, and so I would say just bite the bullet and do it because at the end, you'll be happy with the outcome and the partnership you get from Endeavor.
I know our whole team says it was a pleasure to work with you, and definitely the door is always open for anything that we can do in the future for you or someone you know. We'd love for you to refer people as well.
Thank you, Court, and I have no doubt, and I certainly will stay in touch, and I certainly really appreciate working with you and your team.
Awesome, Derek. Great to see you again.
Yeah, likewise. Take care now.